Cases of the new COVID-19 variant known as Omicron are emerging around the world, and here at home, 2 people in Ottawa now confirmed as having the virus. Many countries have closed their borders. Some of the most recent cases, however, confirmed in Scotland this morning, are not all thought to be linked to travel. There are lots of questions, so let's bring in our infectious disease expert, Dr. Bogoch. Thanks so much for your time. First of all, let's start with Ontario. What do we know about the confirmed cases in Ottawa?
Yeah, not much. I mean, they didn't have travel to Southern Africa, is what we know. There was travel from Nigeria, which I mean is actually rather far from Southern Africa. So I think one thing is understanding that this infection keyword may have emerged in Southern Africa. But as we learn more and more about this, and as we've watched this story unfold over the last 3 days, there's cases that are popping up all over the world that are distant from Southern Africa that have no connections to Southern Africa as well.
Including the one that you tweeted out this morning from Reuters about these cases in Scotland. Also, I want to update everybody from the WHO, who said the overall global risk is assessed as very high. People have concerns, they have questions. What do the concerns from the WHO are? This is going to be a global risk. What does that tell us about the spread of the variant?
Right. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think that, if we were to put a title on our conversation, it would be, we don't know. That's basically the title. We don't know. There's a lot of unanswered questions. These are being addressed right now. What we do know is that the genetics of this particular variant have some concerning features, including the possibility for a more transmissible virus, the possibility for a virus that can chip away or slowly erode at some of the immunity that we get from either vaccination or recovery from infection. But again, we still need to see the other studies that actually look at transmission, the studies that look at immunity or potential immune evasion, the studies that look at the clinical manifestations of this. And those haven't been done yet. But the reason it's a variant of concern is because of the genetic fingerprint of the virus. And that's what raised the red flag. Now there's some heavy lifting that needs to be done around the world to really address how this virus works in real world settings.
Okay, well, let's talk about the need to address some of that. We've seen markets react to this already, because not only are international markets dealing with Delta variant, they're now dealing with this unknown entity. Are travel bans the way to go? Should we impose restrictions on people? Don't want to talk about lockdown heading towards Christmas holidays, but we are heading towards the time of year when there are more people getting together.
Yeah, I really don't envy senior political or public health leadership now, because obviously people want to do something. They want to take steps to really help curb the spread. But, when you start to think about policies like focused travel restrictions to particular countries or particular regions, they're usually not that effective. And quite frankly, we've known this long before COVID-19. We saw that with H1N1 about a decade ago. We've also saw that, it didn't work when we had focused travel restrictions to Wuhan or to China with the original COVID-19 that emerged. We didn't see this work when we had travel restrictions to the United Kingdom when the Alpha variant emerged. We didn't see this work when we had focused travel restrictions to India when the Delta variant emerged. And we can keep rehashing this over and over again, but focused travel restrictions to Southern Africa aren't going to work when we're watching Omicron emerge. Doesn't mean we don't do anything. We don't take a fatalistic approach. We still have to continue to vaccinate, continue to mask, continue to adhere to public health measures. We could think about enhanced testing at the border or whatnot, other possible policies, but focused travel measures aren't really the most effective path forward.
Really quickly, Dr. Bogoch, people are going to want to know, should they be changing their holiday plans?
I just think it's unpredictable times, right? We've seen Israel and Japan basically say we don't want to have any other travelers come to our country. So it's just hard to know how countries are going to react. So if people are choosing to travel, I hope they get travel insurance, because countries are doing what countries are going to do, which sometimes they behave unpredictably.
Dr. Bogoch, always great to have your expertise on these. Thanks so much.
My pleasure. Have a good one.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.